Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday message for you. For a moment, we stepped out of the box and we were doing things a little differently as we were led, and now it actually feels good to be right back here where we've been. And that's with a single video moving forward for the foreseeable future. We're just going to flow with it. There are so many things that are on the way. I'm so excited stepping into this new space for myself, this new level. And I know the Divine Feminines are all being called to step into this new space, that whole clearing that we've stepped into, you know, recognizing new levels, new devils. However, how do we transcend those? But we step into this next version of self. And that means to embrace what feels good, follow what feels good, and allow for the magic to flow from you, through you, into you. And that's where we are, Goddess. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard. Here at Empowerment Experiences, we are looking for and finding our power all along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey, which I was already a self-love empowerment coach and doing the empowerment experiences thing, you know, when I met my counterpart. Healing twin flames came after. I didn't even believe in twin flames when I met mine. Those of you who hear that all the time from me, that's the real of it. That's the real of it. It took my twin flame for me to believe in twin flames. Yeah. And with that, dear Goddess, we are here on this Twin Flame Tuesday, where I am excited to bring forth this message for today in this new space, in this new energy. There's it's an adventure for sure. For sure. Yeah. So be sure, if you are new, if you've caught this video, you're new to my mailing community, you're new to my YouTube community, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and of course, oh yeah, turn on those notification thingies, and I guess it lets you know down in your little bell down there. I just, I do my thing. I do what I do over here. And with that, so much. In fact, today, with the publication of this video here in just a couple hours, I will be going live for the first time under the energy, with the intention of that which is Chai Time with Rochelle. So be sure to join me at 10 a.m. Arizona time, which is currently Pacific time. Yeah. It's time to just say, fuck it, spread our wings and fly, Goddess. Find the strength within you. I just caught 333. Find the strength within you. It's time to just step into this new place and not give a flying fuck what anybody else has to think or say about it. So what? You're different. You're supposed to be different because you've grown, right? You're not a caterpillar anymore, and it's time that you really show the world this. And I'm feeling to ask, in what ways is the Divine Feminine being asked? Well, to realize that this is an adventure, that there is strength in surrender. There is strength in allowing yourself to become who you desire to be, that you no longer need to be who you've been told you needed to be. That's what this whole twin flame journey is. That's why the counterparts, so many of them, especially the divine masculines, as we find, oh my goodness, I'm surrounded by it, where the divine masculines are just immersed in these karmic cycles. It is particularly generational curses, and then they have their own karmic ties, and they're just immersed, they're enmeshed in it right now. And the divine feminine, she's done got herself out of a shit ton of that. And where she is, yeah, things are changing in her life. It's time for a new adventure, goddess. This is where we are. This new adventure. Finding your strength to navigate this, to ride the ride of this, to surrender to this. Because it's happening. In one way, shape, or form, it is happening. Things are changing, rearranging. Just as they have been in you. So of course, as they have been changing and rearranging in you, they have to change and rearrange outside of you. Buckle up for the new adventure, goddess, because here it goes. And this is the same with any time the divine masculine is ready to, or comes back into, dances back into your life. Dances back into your life. You've got to be the one that's in that space of strength to be able to say, no, I don't have time for that kind of bullshit. I'm in this new space, this new place for me. I'm on this new adventure. And if you are not bringing what you need to bring to go on this adventure with me, then you can't go. You cannot go, buddy. I learned some new dance moves, and you are either going to learn them or you are going to get off the dance floor. That is where we are right now on this Twin Flame Tuesday, goddess, is just because the divine feminine is at this point dancing circles around the divine masculine. Dancing circles around him. It's time for that divine feminine again to just spread her wings and fly and not care. Truly, I know that may sound harsh. However, it is in that space of loving you more, goddess, that you must love you more such that you are willing to completely, and I mean completely, walk away and leave your divine masculine where he is. Because he's choosing to be there. He's choosing to stay there. He's choosing to be where he is. Just as you too must choose to be where you desire to be. And you have chosen to be where you are. But you then get to choose to be where you desire to be. So step into this new version of self. And you being in that fully embodied, empowered state, that's what is needed for him to rise out of this abyss that he is in right now. To find his way out. This is why you can't help him, goddess. You can't. It's not your job. It never was. But that's one of the countless things that we must, one of the countless templates that we are here to transmute in this world. So right now is the time to be taking sanctuary, to focus on exactly what feels good to you, to be really kind with yourself and allow yourself to do what you want to do, I've had one of the greatest breakthroughs in the past, 1 to 2 weeks of how I require checklists. And I thrive when I have checklists. Even my worthy abundant bitch, soul sister business partner said, she's like, you even got checklists for your checklists. I said, you better believe I do. And I do. I literally will have a checklist where there's a checkbox on there that says, see expanded list on this subject. Because there's more finite things under this master list. I am that. I realized this. It's like, oh my gosh, I love to be organized. I've always it gets me excited. And so where I am in this space, this time of sanctuary is for me, I'm actually on this new little adventure of, oh my gosh, I have a whole 90-day schedule now. I have a whole, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, where I'll be able to focus on this stuff and have all of this done, and there's going to be a process, and it's going to oh, because and I have to tell you, there are moments in this where it's like, oh, but what if it doesn't work? What if da 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 da? All the negative, all the words that are not of love. Not being kind, being like, oh, this is stupid. Just you're wasting your time doing these stupid checklists. That's why I hadn't done them for so long. And that was a sabotage for me. Goddess, we are beyond that. That's old version of self. Remember, it's time to step into the stronger version of self, the stronger you, because you have found so much strength. Going through what you've gone through, all this that you have endured lately, so much. Yeah. And so with that, I love to utilize the Work Your Light deck when I am made aware of, the need for an intention for this specific message today. And that is, how can we be working our light as divine feminines right now in this new version of self, this new space, this, of course, following our bliss, no matter how finite it is. And again, processing through any of the spaces and places wherein we are being hard on ourselves, where we're undermining our own desires and dreams and wants and wishes and visions here. We've got to be the ones that take this action, this inspired action, for lack of a better reference, and something that's pretty well known, the Ark. He built the boat. Everybody thought he was nuts, but he built the boat because he saw the vision that nobody else saw. Well, there may have been one or two that maybe got on board. Pun not intended. With that, though, same with your vision, same with what you are creating here, Goddess, what your divine gift is here. And this new version of self, where you are, that's where you are. See? It's all part of the divine plan. You've been seeding this light, laying the foundation. Now it's time to build that next level. You are on this next level. The foundation has been laid. Now you're really you're refining it, right? You're refining it. You're able to look and go, yep, I can clearly see after stepping back into contrast that, oh, fuck yeah, that works. And, oh, fuck no, that does not work. So this is where we are. We are doing away with this, and we are embracing this fully, and we are sticking with this consistently. And we are going to really give it a go for 90 days, because it takes 90 days to really create a new lifestyle centered around these new habits, these new patterns, right? And it takes 66 days to really solidify a new habit, right? For something to really become habitual, not 30 days. All right? Because think about the habits that you have and how long you've had them and how habitual they are. So now some of these foundations have been laid, just as I've recently mentioned about, for instance, for myself as a coach and what my journey has been in reclaiming my power in so many different ways that I have a very solid foundation with structure in place, a building, and, you all get to come right in and, as clients, and I get to, now offer to you and say to you, I am here to guide you into and through finding your power, looking for and finding your power in this journey, because not only did I lay those foundations for that, but I built the building, I built the brick and mortar structure necessary to achieve that. Well, then of course in walked my twin flame and kind of blew out a whole wing of my structure there. In fact, in some ways you could say he blew the whole freaking structure to bits. And There had to be restructuring, a rebuilding, but there was still that solid foundation that had been laid. All right. And where you are is that solid foundation has been laid in the respect of recognizing that you are the most important person in your life, and that all you've got to do is look for and find your power. And the more you practice this, the more you allow yourself to receive whatever guidance and support is necessary, which again, I'm here for you with one-on-one coaching sessions to achieve this. But whatever you require and what is necessary for you to look for and find your power and then take it back so that you can be strong and empowered in this new version of self, that's what you're being called to recognize for yourself right now, is that you have this foundation. Now it's time to really, again, refine the structure of it. The structure has been being built, right? The foundation and the skeleton, the framing, right? The framework is exactly what my mind is showing, right? The framework has been being built because that is, correlated to the foundation. You have to have the foundation, but you have to have the, oh my gosh, I just said structure, but the framing, that's the word. You have to have the framing. All right. And trusting that even though you can't see the finished product, even though you can't see the finished result, the finished outcome, trusting that it's going to be better than you imagine, that it's all part of a divine plan, that as long as you stick to the plan, you're going to get the results that you desire. Ooh, we are in exciting times, goddess, exciting times. There's so much clarity to be had when you allow yourself to have it. And so with that, how are you being asked to step up and lead right now in this new space for yourself, right? Where are you in this foundational framing of your structure here, of your life, of that which is you? What is required no matter what is going on in your life? What is a requirement for you? What is foundational for you? What is necessary for you to be able to show up as your best version of self at this point in life, as this version that you are, this new version that you are? That's why you're being asked this question at this point, is what is it? What is necessary? What is necessary for you? Okay. Whew. Yeah, I feel like, ooh, gotta catch my breath and let's do that for a moment. Let's have a little bit of a this is my favorite essential oil. It's I love it like that much. Like that's how much I love it. And then I rub this, and then I literally hold my hands on my face, and I rub it on my face, and I breathe it in. This is my grounding oil. This is me bringing nature to myself right here. And, cedarwood oil is good for your face, but it is also very, very calming. For me, it is reminiscent of that which was my sanctuary in high school, particularly at my parents' house, at my refuge when I could not go all the way out into the country to the end of almost to the end of the dead end road out there, was my cedarwood lined walk-in closet. And so of course I would be curled up in there with my blanket, my pillow all the time, breathing in the sweet, comforting scent of a cedarwood tree. Perhaps that is why the sacred forest my Pegasus. How intriguing that the forest and my Pegasus. This was a birthday deck for myself. Was it last May, last year, almost a year ago. And interestingly enough, when it comes to these readings, these empowerment messages, as I like to refer to them, yes, they are readings. However, yeah, they're most definitely empowerment messages when they're here on my channel. With that, we are curious to know from the Divine Masculine how things are going in his karmic abyss. And even if it may not be displayed on the surface, or you may not be able to see, I assure you, he's there in this karmic abyss. Wow. Retreat. Look, sanctuary, retreat. This is as well why he may pop in and then retreat away again, because your light's too fucking bright right now, goddess. You're gonna shine all over his shit, and he gonna be like, ooh, that shit burn like a sunburn. Okay, but more like radiation burn, you know, super strong, right? So he has to, you know, retreat to find the truth of him, the truth of who he is, what he's about, what this connection's about, what he must do in order to transmute this karma, to heal these painful wounds and close out these traumatic cycles in his ancestral line, in him, in his soul lineage. Now is that time. And so therefore he must focus. He must focus. And this is why you're over here doing your thing, goddess. You got it going on, sister. You got it going on. Because you've already gained so much wisdom, and it's his turn. It's his turn. And this wisdom is something that lies within ourselves, that we must reveal unto ourselves. Words do not teach, only life experience gives understanding. This is so true. You can read a book, but you truly, truly do not understand the experience of something until you experience it. Otherwise, it is merely of the ego mind, a thought, a pondering, an idea. Just as you have had to journey through so much in your life, in your soul awakening journey, even just recently for yourself, so must the Divine Masculine, and so is he. So is he. And with that, oh my goodness. 111. So I was literally just picking this up to look for us angel number 333, because I just remembered 333. So we have Live Your Truths, Spiritual Awakening, as I was just mentioning, the spiritual awakening journey. Lightworker message, time to shine. That's where you are, goddess. That's where you are in this journey. It's your time to shine, being who you are. Ascended masters are with you. You're a master in training. Recognize the abilities within you. Live your truths. Creativity, alignment, inspiration. Oh, look, clarify your desires. Specificity is key. There's that refinement. Remember, refinement right now. A true master has refined his technique, has refined his understanding of that which he holds mastery in, possesses mastery in. Okay? Oh my goodness. And 111, which we know, it's a regular visitor around here. Twin flame awakening. So we have spiritual awakening and twin flame awakening. Remember, the divine masculine's got this whole activation shit going on, this whole, again, karmic abyss where it's just like, goddess, this is why where you are, it may feel like things maybe, that could be perceived as things falling apart. However, you have done so much healing. You have come so far that you are pretty damn awesome at maintaining you. Does that mean you're not going to have a meltdown or that you don't have meltdowns? Oh, you're still human here. You're still healing here. But you're in a better space to handle it. So 111, awareness of thoughts. You've been practicing this. Thoughts become things. You've learned this. Confidence, awareness. Transform into the true you. It's time for you to come home to union within. Right now, that's this, right? The really anchoring that light, because you have the foundation, you have the framework, being put in place, right? You're really refining you. You're refining what you will not tolerate versus what you are eager to experience. And that leads me to mention my 17-day self-love empowerment challenge, which is in union with my other much loved favorite freebie that I have, which is the Twin Flame Confirmation Checklist. Those two got paired up recently in this power pair, and you'll get the checklist and you'll go right into the 17-day 17-day self-love empowerment challenge, wherein we get to we dive into clarifying the boundaries, showing up as your goddess self, the twin flame mirror, detachment, which is really truly the most important. Really, it's because it's what is predicated for everything else. So, goddess, and you got to check that out. You can through the link down below at power.empowermentexperiences.com/I am empowered. Again, that link is down below in the description. Also, there is a link down below for booking a session with me, because I get it. Sometimes you keep looking for the answer and you need more customized guidance. You need more personalized support. And I do have an offer for that. I do have an option for that. And that is through my booking schedule, which is at iamempowered.as.me. And that link is also going to be down below. Goddess, I am so excited for where we are. I am so excited for where you are. This new space for you. Keep rising, keep thriving, keep choosing to get those wings flapping bit by bit so you can finally truly take flight in your life and be able to transcend all the bullshit. Because that day is coming. The more you keep doing this work and healing yourself and freeing yourself, detaching, letting go of what's been weighing you down, then and only then, goddess, will you savor that sweet, sweet sensation of complete and total liberation. With that, goddess, I am here to support you. I am excited for all the fun things that I have coming, all the expansion coming, finally stepping into this new space for myself, and great times. And I am here in an even greater capacity than I have been in quite some time. I'm here to remind you that the power is in your hands, the power to step into this version of you and be perfectly great and amazing no matter what anybody else has to say or do about it. It's all good because this is your life, damn it. And it's time. That power's in your hands. Because that power has always been inside you. Namaste.